Radical.
Welcome to Part 2 of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for September 26th through October 2nd, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. FM Ghost. I was hoping they would have done the 5 for 50 again for games under 20 or the 50% off deal for games under 20 like they did last year. Probably won't buy anything from them until I see their Black Friday deals. Talking about GameStop. I didn't recall the 5 for 50 deal. The 5 for 50, that sounds pretty intriguing there. I'm actually probably going to wait to do a lot of game buying on Black Friday. Not really with my, for myself, but now that I have, the whole flea marketing thing going on, well, a lot of the stuff I'm going to buy and just, have for there. Some people probably looking at my stuff going like, man, this guy just has 360 games, doesn't have any new games. Well, Christmas time, gonna change that. MBK Silent, they scammed me out of a pre-order, again talking about GameStop, pre-ordered NIS Classics Volume 3 on Switch because I knew it was going to be rare. Went to the store on release day and the guy goes, yeah, we don't have your pre-order. Well, what good is pre-ordering then? So now my $65 is locked to that store. Great. So now they get to repeat business out of me for screwing you over. That should be their motto. And it's terrible. Your comment, SK3WING. It's terrible on YouTube. Nowadays, leaving a comment almost makes you not want to leave comments anymore because you have to be real careful. You can't say fucking you over. You can't say that in the comment. You have to say, you can't even say screwing. You can't say screwing. You can't say fucking. I'm sorry. I'll get back to your comment here. That's terrible, MBK Silent. That's terrible. I mean, how are they going to... It's been years since I pre-ordered anything from them, but how are they going to mess up your pre-order and just say that they don't have it? My God, I hate to hear that you've been scammed. I would say don't pre-order anything from there ever again. Ever again. Jeez. Albert Menendez had a first run 360, still runs. My ex-wife keeps it after the divorce. So wait, she got the 360. What else did she get after the divorce? There's got to be a whole lot more that she kept after the divorce. It's terrible. I've never been married, but I know half of marriages end in divorce. I've looked at the numbers. Did you get remarried? Hopefully your current wife, if you're married, keeps her damn mitts off of your 360, okay? There's few things a man should always get to keep, regardless of anything that happens maritally. His 360 is one of them. Robot. I gotta say, Mr. Rick, I love your channel. I wish you the best in this whole adventure. Well, it's nice, Robot. It's nice to hear that from you, I've went through a lot of comments today. People telling me that they hate me. I have a terrible channel. They're jealous of me and all this kind of stuff. But usually it always happens if I'm talking about a YouTuber or something like that, Usually it's weird. I don't get people coming by and telling me, man, this is terrible. This upload is terrible. You're a terrible person. I don't get that. I don't get that normally. It's always just exclusively on my critical satires of YouTubers, which is kind of weird, wouldn't you say? Right? I mean, if I was terrible and a terrible channel and a terrible commentator, wouldn't people come by this and say, you're terrible upload? No, it's just the YouTuber ones. Arioka, I used to have that same original white Xbox 360 model. The best image you can get on is via VGA cable. It outputs a pristine picture if your HD TV has that connection. I think most TVs now probably don't have that connection. What kind of TVs would I be looking for to get that VGA connection? I'm curious. Is there some Samsungs maybe I can get with the VGA connection? I say this now, not really knowing a lot about the VGA connection. I'm sorry, I'm not really a big tech guy and everything. When you say, I don't know, I'm just at a loss. I used to know about all those connections, like really well and everything. I briefly actually was a TV salesman in a retail store, so I knew all about those connections. Someone else told me that I can actually do the component, and there's an adapter from component to HDMI. If I ever get some Xbox 360 to sell and I'm worried that, they're going to complain that they can't use it on their modern TV and whatnot. Maybe I would throw that in and include that if I get another one of those Xbox early ones. Bree, I'm pretty indifferent to Angry Joe, but his fans are the worst. They place him on a pedestal like some kind of god. Well, he's far from some kind of god. But I can tell from a lot of the comments that I've received through the years, I would probably say it's close between maybe fans of Alpha Mega Sin, the Heavy Metal Cupcake, what I deemed him years ago, and Angry Joe. I would say the fans of both of those two. It's not to say that there aren't some terrible fans that have come by from, other YouTubers and whatnot, but it just seems like the the ignorance level is very, very, very high with the Angry Joe fans. But there's that element there to where like they look up to him like a god. And like I said, he's anything but, right? I don't really understand why people worship so many YouTubers. I don't get it. At the end of the day, I mean, Angry Joe's just a guy that talks about video games.